everybody, happy Thursday. Today I'm going to be reading Philippians 1:27-30. So if you want to go grab your Bibles, a pen, pencil, a journal, paper, a snack, maybe some breakfast, coffee, whatever, go grab that now. Maybe go outside. It's really nice outside today. I mean, I literally was just sitting here and it was pouring rain. Yeah, so get comfortable, get cozy, grab your Bibles, and I'm gonna open us up in prayer. Hey God, I just want to thank you so much for this morning, God, for just giving me this opportunity to speak again, and just for giving me this opportunity to live another day. God, I just pray that I don't take any day for granted, any morning, any night, any evening, anything for granted, God, and I pray that we don't. God, I pray for the person who's watching this right now, wherever they are, in their house, on their bed, on the floor, in their living room, wherever they are, God, I pray for peace and love and joy, this pure joy that only comes from you, God. I pray for that over their lives and in their lives, God. God, I pray that you can speak to them today. God, that it's not my own words, it's your words. I take no credit. It's all you, God. And God, I just pray that their hearts can be changed, that they can grow during this time, God, and that they can just keep chasing and pursuing you. God, we love you so much. In your name we pray. Amen. Oh, my camera definitely went down. Okay, that's probably gonna happen a lot. Bear with me. I have it on like a candle sort of thing that's on my porch. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm gonna read Philippians 1:27-30. I was looking at my journal, not my Bible. Just one thing: as citizens of heaven, live your life worthy of the gospel of Christ. Then, whether I come to see you or am absent, I will hear about you, that you are standing firm in one spirit, in one accord, contending together for the faith of the gospel, not being frightened in any way by your opponents. This is a sign of destruction for them, but of your salvation, and this is from God. For it has been granted to you on Christ's behalf not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for him. Since you are engaged in the same struggle that you saw I had and now hear that I have. Wow, that was so good. That's like, honestly, I wasn't actually going to do this one. I was going to do the next one. But honestly, I'm so glad that that things changed and I did this one, because I learned so much and I felt God speaking to me so much through this, through these verses, and just like looking through them and processing them to try to come up with what to say this morning. Wow. It's wow. I think that it's like the perfect time for this to, I don't know, just to read this part of the Bible. Literally these verses, they're so, I don't even know. I don't know how I don't know. I think that it's just so cool. It's so needed in this time. And I think God has a way of doing that. He really does. He has a way of just showing us what we need to see in the moment. And that's really cool. So yeah, the first thing that really stood out to me was just the words like, just one thing. That seems so simple. It's like, wow, it's one thing. Like all the things that we have to do, it's one thing. One. Wow, that's just, it's so good, and it's something that you really should, it's something that I want to make like my number one thing, because all else stems from that. That's why it's only one thing, because everything else stems from living your life worthy of the gospel. And it made me just think, like, let people know you by your faith. Like, let your actions and words reflect who Jesus is. We're called to imitate and reflect who Jesus is. So let your words and your actions every day, every hour, every minute reflect who Jesus is and who Jesus was on this earth. When people know you, let them wonder who this Jesus guy is. I heard someone say that to me a while back, and it really sticks with me. It really sticks with you. I hope it sticks with you. Of just like, when people know me, I want them to question who Jesus is. I want them to say, whoa, wait, I want to know who Jesus is because of the way that he's changed her life, the way that he has spoken through her, the way that I see him and I don't even know who he is. That's my goal. That's what I want people, that's what living the life worthy of the gospel looks like. Showing people who Jesus is without telling them. We don't have to always just tell people who Jesus is. Sometimes we just have to show them. Actions speak louder than words. So yeah, but the thing is, it seems so simple and so beautiful. It really does. It seems amazing, and like I would want to do that in a heartbeat. I'm sure most of you would, but it's not actually that simple. It doesn't seem actually that simple. When you word it like that, it does, you know, just one thing, but it actually has a lot of depth to it. And when you try to apply it in your life, maybe it doesn't end up as you hoped and you wanted. But the thing is, every time, I don't know about you, but every time that I mess up, I get so discouraged. I make one wrong mistake and I'm like, wow, I'm not living my life worthy of the gospel. And let me tell you, I'm someone that messes up a lot. Maybe it doesn't seem like that. Maybe it does. I don't know. But I do. I mess up every day. Every day. I struggle a lot with like just being nice to my family. Not picking fights, you know, all of the normal things that maybe you also struggle with. And something that I've had to realize is that it's okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to mess up, because God never wanted perfect. He just wanted our hearts. And he just wanted us to follow him. He never wanted us to be perfect. He never expects us to be perfect. And he doesn't expect us not to mess up. He knows that that's just a part of being human. So I think that's just something that we have to realize. It's something I have to realize. It's something I still need to work on. Even though I'm talking about it right now, it's still something that I have to work every day to believe. I can't just believe it and there you go, I'm done, I believe it, you know? It takes time, and it takes thought, and it just takes prayer. It takes constant prayer. Being able to just recognize that we have a God that looks past our mistakes. He looks past our failures. He looks past our imperfectness. Imperfection. That's definitely imperfectness. I don't think that's a word. But we do. We have a God who has the ultimate amount of grace. And we forget that, like, when we live a life worthy of the gospel, when we work to live a life worthy of the gospel, we have an unlimited supply of God's grace. And that's not something that we should take for granted either, but it's also something that we shouldn't be afraid to use. We shouldn't be afraid of recognizing that we have an unlimited supply of God's grace, and his forgiveness. And that's really, really cool. And that's really powerful. Something that I was listening to while I was like reading through this and like writing down notes and stuff, I just had my worship playlist playing, and my all-time favorite, definitely my favorite worship song played, and it's called Real Thing by Maverick City Music. It is so good. If you guys haven't listened to it, you have to. Oh my gosh, like, pause this video, go listen to it, or you can do it after. But it's literally so good, so good. It has like, oh, so good. Okay. One of the lyrics is, it's really weird, but it says, "Baby steps, my child. To you it may be nothing, but you make daddy proud." It's like the first lyric of this song. And it's so good, it's so true, and I feel like it relates a lot to what Paul is telling us in this section, that we don't have to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect overnight, because every single small step that we take towards God makes him proud. Every small step, every small step. Even when we backtrack, we don't even backtrack with God. When we mess up, we stay where we are, and because he doesn't let us go back. He only pushes us forward, which is so cool. And everything that we do, even if it's small and it may seem small to us, it's huge to God. He is so proud of you and who you are, and you have to believe that. It's something I have to believe too. There's sometimes that I doubt it, but you have to believe that God is proud of you and all that you are. And there's another lyric, and it's, oh, I won't let go, I won't let go. I see you right where you are, I'm holding on to your heart. And to be honest, I always thought that this was us singing to God. I always thought this was like a Christian's point of view towards God, saying like, I won't let go of you. But honestly, I think that it's God singing to us, and it can be both ways. But God's holding on to us. He's not going to let go of us. He's holding on to our heart. He's not going to let our heart go. He's not going to give it to Satan. He's not going to let it go there. He loves us, and he's holding on to us, and he won't let go. Another section that says that you are standing firm in one spirit and one accord, contending together for the faith of the gospel. Like, we are created for this life together. We are created to live this life together. We are created for each other. And I think during this time, it's something that we definitely need to talk about. And it's definitely something that is big on social media right now and through our hearts with the Black Lives Matter thing that's going on and all this racism in this world right now. And I want to just say that, like, the posts right now that are so good and so purposeful and so important, they focus more on of just that we need to live together, we need to be united, but it doesn't focus on why, because we were created for each other. That's such an important thing. God created us for each other, not against each other. And that's something that I'm just going to leave you with right there, is just live for each other, not against each other. Verse 29 says, for it has been granted to you on Christ's behalf, not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for him, since you are engaged in the same struggle that you saw I had, and now hear that I have. I'm not going to say much on this. I want you to spend some time and reflect on it. But I just want you to know that everything that we go through, it's for God and for his glory and for his plan. And that he has a plan, and that it's okay, no matter what. God has a plan, and that our suffering is for him, and that he ultimately suffered the most for us. And he only gave us this little bit to bear, a little bit of suffering to bear, and we don't even have to bear it alone. We have people, we have a community, and we have God who will bear it for us. So I have 3 things that I want to leave you with today. First thing is, go listen to Real Thing by Maverick City Music. It is so good. Close your eyes, sing out loud, whatever. Lay down on your bed, lay down on your ground, I don't care, just listen to it. It's so good and so powerful. The second thing is, give yourself permission to fail. God has already given you permission. I saw a Twitter post by Marcus Stanley, and it said, when God pushes you to the edge, trust him fully, because only 2 things can happen. Either he will catch you when you fall, or he will teach you how to fly. So pray about it, think about it, write about it, talk about it, message us about it. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are. But yeah, and the third thing is, reach out to someone. Thank them for who they are and all they have done in your life. This will shape your heart and your actions. We aren't meant to do this alone. So reach out to someone, tell them that you love them, tell them that you are thankful for them. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm going to end in prayer. So yeah, bow your heads. Hey God, I just want to thank you so much for this time, God, and for these words, God. And I just pray that every single person, whoever's watching this through the other end of the screen, God, that they are moved and that they know that they have permission to fail, that you are right there with them, and that you love them and you're proud of them. No matter what they do, no matter how many times they mess up, they can still live worthy of your gospel. They just have to try again. God, I pray that we can recognize that we're not in this alone, that we are made for community, that whatever we go through, we have people that we were created to help, that we were created to be helped by, and that we have you. God, we love you so much. Thank you for all you are, God. Thank you for all that you do in our lives. Amen. All right, bye guys. Miss you all and love you. Let us know if you need any prayer or just want to talk. We love to talk to you. We miss you. Bye.